your father and mother. Whoops, wrong speaker.
再说，其实我也一样放不下，学校那种孤单，我能体会，真的太可怜了。
And also, I too can't let this matter go. 学校 looks being so alone. I can sympathize. It's just too sad.
好，那就一起去禁地找他吧。
All right. Well then, let's go together to the Forbidden Ground to find him. Or see him, yes. In this case, they've already found him, but they're going to pay him a visit. Okay, so I'll make a save here, since I've done the side quest already. And we have Lingsha back in our party. No Mengli this time, though. Unless she shows up here. Alright, we're back here again. The enemies are still here, but they're pretty weak. They're weak sauce, so you don't really have to worry about them. I'm really not gonna bother fighting them if I don't have to. Haha! Okay, I'll save here, because it's closer to... Let me just deal with this thing. Hi, Crownless Hero. Wow, all those cheers. Thank you. Okay. Well, they're weak to Earth then. You don't have any Earth spells, and they cannot be attacked by physical attacks. So, you're gonna get that. Easy peasy. Yeah, they're really weak at this point. They're not really a threat. Unless you let them attack if you skip a turn. Alright, whatever. Okay, I'm saving. Okay, so... God, I love those cheers, man. Anyway, I don't really care. Let's just move on. Alright. There's still nothing over here in this fireside. Okay, let's go find Shen Xiao. And he's still there, so that's cool. And there's no one standing in front of him going to threatening his life or something. I was a little worried about that. All those cheers. Alright, let's talk to Shen Xiao. Yo, yo, yo. We're back. Minus one person.
是你。
Is that... It is you.
是不是这个时候不能来？
Were we not allowed to come at this time? Big nose drunk dude. Oh yeah. That's his character in different show, a different Chinese show. It's called King's Avatar. Probably the most famous one right now, a most popular one. Some of my friends like can't get into it, but I'm like, I'm an esports guy. I know. Look, a lot of voice actors play a lot of different characters, so it's very different. Oh no. Oh, okay. You're a loyal fan, Illusion Queen. Let's go ahead and continue.
无妨，你可是有事想要问我？
Yeah. It can't be helped. So you must have something you wish to ask me.
我想知道，我爹和我娘为什么又离开琼华派了？他们已经不想做剑仙了吗？
I wanted to know, why did my pa and ma leave the QiongHua Guild? They are... Oh, thank you for that. 性情不... what is that? It's so small. Let me see. Oh, wow, that is an exotic word I don't ever use. That's the word for unruly. I'm just curious how to pronounce that word. It's very unusual. Anyway, actually, let me get to that word first. I'll translate this first. Why did my pa and Ma leave the QiongHua Guild? Did they already not... Did they not want to be sword immortals?
还有，你怎么会被封在冰里？
And also, why were you sealed inside the ice? Inside ice? How did you get sealed in
这
the
些
ice?
前尘往事，你知道了又如何？不知又如何？
Let's see. These past events from my mortal life. What good would it do for you to know? What? What? I guess like not what good would it. Let's see. So what if you knew about it? So what if you did not know about it? Yeah, maybe easy when you see the word in the game. The word is easy to see in game. Yeah, because I'm too far to make the character bigger. But that's all good.
我也不清楚，就是心里很记挂，想要弄明白。
I'm not sure either, but I just can't. I just keep thinking about it in my mind. I just want to understand. I just want to understand it, or like I just want to clear it up. No words, huh? He's thinking. He's
你
pausing.
爹性情不羁，门中诸多清规戒律，委实不适于他。
Ah, that reminds me of a certain other person. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Just making sure. Okay. Let's see. Your father had an unruly. So that's the word for unruly, huh? I just want to make sure. I just want to know how to read it, basically. Okay. Buji. Oh, I guess it's like he can't keep his personality under control, but it just means someone that's unruly. Oh, an unruly temperament. That reminds me of Tianhe. He can't follow the rules either. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Your father had an unruly temperament. Let's see. There are so many. The guild is full of many rules and regulations. Indeed, it was not suited to him. So basically, his father was the kind of guy who wouldn't follow the rules, and unfortunately entering a guild like this, which is full of tons of rules, it's just kind of crazy. Rules and regulations, huh? And laws.
至于你娘，她的性子外柔内刚，既已打定主意随你爹下山，便是不会再留。
I see. Tianhe is my role model. Screw the rules. I have money. I mean, they don't have money, but I wonder if anyone gets that reference. Let's see. As for your mother, her personality was was soft and gentle on the outside and firm on the inside. Okay, well at least that seems straightforward of translation. Let's see. Once she made a decision to follow your father down the mountain, there was no way she would stay. Basically, like once she made her mind, there was no changing her mind. She just went down.
哦，原来爹和我一样，也受不了这儿这么多规矩。
Oh, so Pa was like me. He couldn't handle so many. Let's see. So many of the regular. Let's see. Let me think. Let me rearrange that. Ugh. He wasn't able to handle this place's he wasn't able to handle so many regulations like the ones this place has, or like the regulations this place has.
人各有志，修仙半途而止，并不出奇。
Everyone has his own. Oh, okay. 人各有志, 志 is aspiration. So let's see. Everyone has his own aspirations. Cultivating immortality and stop. Let's see. Oh, let me think. Going halfway down the path to immortality and stopping. It is not unheard of. or it is not strange at all.
但是，那把剑和那块玉，是我爹和我娘带下山的。
But that sword and that piece of jade, was it taken down the mountain by my ma and pa?
望舒剑
My pa and ma.
与灵光早玉虽是本门之物，但你娘还在山上时，这两样东西都为她所用，她便一并带走了。这里面的因由也不必多提。
Oh, interesting. Let's see. The Wang Shu sword and the Ling Guang Zhao Yu, or like, oh man, there is no elegant way to translate this. So let's just say he's talking about the name of the sword, the Wang Shu sword, and the Ling Guang Zhao Yu, which is the piece of jade. Even though those do belong to the guild, but excuse me, but while your mother was still on the mountain, or still here, yeah, basically, these two things were used. She used these two objects, and she took them all with her. She took them all together with her. I know, if we had to say Jade of Miraculous Brightness 10 times over, I would go crazy. Anyway, as for the reasons for those, for this, there's no need for me to bring it up.
是不是离开门派的弟子在名录上就找不到了？
Let's see. Let me go ahead and translate this. Do students that leave the guild not have their names appear in the directory? In the student directory, yeah.
正是。
Indeed.
那你呢？又怎么会在这里？
Well, what about you? Why did you end up here?
我吗？
About me? Me?
我是罪有应得。
Oh yes. Thank you. I got that one. But yes, actually, I've seen this. You get like if you're watching a lot of these type of shows, yeah, the author. When you watch a lot of these kind of shows, you'll hear 罪有应得, which means like I am accepting a punishment. I am taking a punishment that I deserve. Basically, like if someone's saying like I need to be turned into the court. 我罪有应得 means like I have committed a crime and I need to be punished for it. So basically, it usually is a reference to someone saying they're wanting to turn themselves in. So you'll hear this phrase a lot, especially when you watch detective, like things related to crime and punishment in ancient China. Do we use it in modern times? Probably. I just don't hear it too much in modern drama, but I haven't watched a serious modern drama in a long time. Anyway, back to Shenxiao here, like or like this is a punishment that I deserved. So yes, Tianhe is shocked.
琼华派虽是人人修道，但所练不尽相同。昔时我修炼的乃是天下至阳至烈之功，不想一时走火入魔，将派中弟子打成重伤。
Oh, I know. How else would you translate that? I know. I was like, well, I guess I gotta translate. 不尽相通 is that one I'm not sure about. Let's see. Anyway, even though within this QiongHua Guild everyone is cultivating the path, or like on the path to immortality, but what is practiced may not be may not be entirely identical. In the past, when I was cultivating, I was I was like the sun and like basically like. Oh, I see. Oh, thank you. That's 走火入魔. Oh, yay! This phrase again. So we had to deal. If this phrase is also used in previous games, when you're referring to if you use a technique incorrectly, the technique's side effects could backfire on you, or you could go berserk, which would be very bad. Generally, not a good thing. It's basically using a powerful technique improperly, and then it can hurt you, or, as the illusion says, it could even kill you. And there's actually an in previous games there were some people suffering from the consequences of this. Anyway, in the past, when I cultivated immortality, I was like the sun. I guess it's like I was like the sun, and I was the most young, and I used the most intense arts to cultivate immortality. I guess he's like that. He's basically like, I practiced intensely. I did not want the most. Yeah. Sorry. Everyone learns different. Like, yeah. And even though everyone practices immortality, the way of practicing is not identical. Yeah. Okay. Give me a sec. I guess it's sorry guys, this is a lot of information crammed into many tiny words, so I have to translate them each one by one. So please bear with me. If it's not getting clear to you, I'm sorry about muddling the words. Anyway, he's saying, so the art I was cultivating was the most young and most intense. Like basically like it was a crazy practice. I did not wish to have them in order so that practicing a skill incorrectly would not backfire. I had... Really? Let's see. This is hard to translate into English too. Yeah, it's just really hard. The most yang stars... The most intense yang property of yang, and the most... That's the best way. So, 将派中 pure yang flame. So anyway, if you're wondering what yang we're referring to, it's the yang in yin yang. So you heard the word yin yang in English, yin yang. Yin yang is the same word. So it's like a light technique or something. Anyway, 将派中 okay. In order for the technique not to backfire, I exacted grave injury on students within the guild. Really? Why would you injure fellow students of the guild? 玄霄.
其他人顾及门规，更念同门之意，不会杀我，却也不能放我。于是想出这个冰封的法子，让我静思自省。
So his practice was so intense, it actually hurt people. I didn't expect it would, in order to not have it not backfire. Okay, he's saying that. I know, 不想. Oh, 没想到. Yeah, that always just screwed with me. Sorry about that. It's funny because the word for 不想 it also means to not want to do something, but in this case it means I did not expect it to happen. In modern Chinese we use 没想到 a lot more. That's a lot clearer, so I don't understand why we're using so many 不想, but whatever. So I didn't expect that the technique would backfire, so I ended up hurting a student with a disciple. Let's see. Anyway, 同门之意 is okay. Okay. I just wondered. Let's see. Other people were care for the rules. How do I say this? There's a better way of saying this. Other people were. It's kind of like they care for the rules, but there's gotta be a better way to say this. Care for the rules of the guild, or like I guess it's like. I'm struggling. I'm just thinking about a good way to express it in English. This ability to like, where it's more like you really care about following the rules. Maybe that's the best way I can say it. Other people were concerned for following the rules, but they also recognized the friendship of being within the same guild, so they would not kill me, but they also could not let me get away with it, basically. Wish I could help you by my English. Let's see. I guess the best way is like, the other people, of course, other people cared about following the rules, but they also recognized the our friendship or our relationship of being within the same guild. So they would not kill me. They would not kill me, but yet they could not let me go. And that's why they thought of this technique of ice, the seal of ice. And they had me stay here. They wanted me to meditate and reflect here. So basically, they sealed him because basically they're like, well, you almost killed somebody, but you're still part of our guild. We have to but you're part of our guild. We have to follow rules, but we don't want to kill you. But unfortunately, we gotta punish you by putting you in this seal of ice, so you can reflect and meditate on what you did.
都过了这么久，还不能让你出来吗？
It's already been so long, and they still can't let you out?
如今琼华派中，又有几人还记得当年旧事？
Oops.
若等他们想起，放我出来，只怕要等到海枯石烂。
Oh, jeez. Wow. Oh, you're going ahead of me. Thanks. Let's see. Now in the QiongHua Guild, just how many people will remember something that happened so far in the past? If I were to wait for them to remember and then let me out, I'm afraid I'll be waiting until the sea it literally says until the sea dries up and the stones wilt, or no, like, and the stones turn to dust, basically, and stones break. Yeah, basically I'll be waiting forever. He's saying nobody remembers me, and they're probably not gonna, even if they, I'll be waiting forever till they remember me to get me out of here.
那怎么办？我们去求掌门。
Well, then what should we do? Let's go ask leader.
素瑶嘛，求他何用？
You're talking about Su Yao. What use would it be to ask her?
这些年来，我内息流转不断，同于苦修，区寒冰又怎会放在眼里？之所以至今未破冰而出，却是有所顾忌。
Let's see. Oh, let's see. These years, my internal energy has been circulating with me continuously. Let's see. Wait, so 区寒冰又怎么会放在眼里? Like, why would they care about the... And I have also, along with a lot of cultivating. Let's see. Oh, I see. So I see, I see. So he's saying because his energy has been flowing around this seal of ice he could break it at any time. Or like no, because of that his energy has been doing that, he's worried what would happen if he breaks the ice. I see, I see. So because he's been in this state for so long, let's see. These many years, my internal energy has been circulating continuously, and I have also been cultivating. So this cold ice really is nothing to me. Let's see. But as to why I haven't broken out, or like, okay, I see what you're like. Let's rephrase it this way. These many years, my internal energy has been circulating continuously, and I've been continually cultivating. So this, this ice, what is this ice to me? Or like basically like, this ice would be as nothing to me. But as to why I haven't broken out of this ice, there is one worry, or there is one reason that I am worried about.
顾忌是什么？
Worry? What is it?
我身中阳炎之烈，自被冰封，便苦修自创的凝冰诀加以制衡。若是破冰，我自信不会再重蹈覆辙。但为保万无一失，还需要3样至阴至寒之物从旁相辅。
Okay. Yay, lots of gibberish. Oh, yay, lots of jargon for you guys this time. It's basically, he's just explaining the process of it. Okay. Oh, jeez, this is gonna be a pain to translate. Anyway. My body is like the flames of yang, or like the force of yang, like in yin-yang. Let's see. After I was sealed by ice, I practiced by the technique of let's say Ningbing Jue, of the coagulated ice technique, in order to provide a counterbalance. Okay, so he used this technique so that he invented a technique to keep himself in balance. If I were to break this ice, I believe I would not make the same mistake again. Repeat the same disastrous mistake. But in order to protect it against the possibility of failure, I need let's see. I need 3 objects three objects belonging to yin and cold in order to on the side for assistance. Interesting. I know, it's just like he needs 3 of the coldest and most items of the highest yin property to assist me from the side. So we both translated at the same time. Yay! So he's worried that once he breaks out, he thinks he can keep his energy under control once he's out of the ice. The ice has been kind of his own counterbalance, but he's worried that if it doesn't work out like he thinks it will, he's gonna need something as a emergency measure. So you need items that can provide a heavy yin property, which is the opposite of yang, and also heavy cold or ice in order to counter his fire abilities. Yay! Yeah, sorry, I was also looking at it and thinking about it too. Anyway, all good.
3样至阴至寒之物在哪里呢？
3 objects that of the yin property and cold and cold. Where would they be?
我也不知究竟在何处，只是当年曾有耳闻。
I too do not know just where they are. I have just heard of them back then. I just heard of their existence back then.
这可惨了，天下那么大， 就算用御剑来找，也要花上很久，说不定一辈子都找不完。
Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is really bad. Or like, oh, this is like this is a disaster. No, that's not right. Like, oh, this is really unfortunate. Yeah, that's the best way. This is unfortunate. The world is so big. Even if we were to use